Hi, Pisces. Some sage to cleanse the space. 3 chimes to bring in positive energy. This is a general reading for this sign of Pisces. If you have Pisces anywhere in your birth chart, this is your reading. It is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. You know what is for you and what is not for you. My name is Greta. A little bit about how my tarot readings work. When we look at that first row, we look at your public life, your professional life. The second row is your private life, your personal life. And third row is final thoughts, final messages from Spirit. Again, my name is Greta. I am an intuitive reader. First and foremost, I do trust my intuition. And I also think that horoscopes and tarot readings are a wonderful place for you to practice using your intuition as well. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Pisces. What would you like Pisces to know or to be aware of during or for this reading? Out with the old, out with the bad and in with the good. I like that. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Pisces. And here we start off your reading this week, Pisces, with the 8 of Swords. Feeling trapped, feeling stuck, feeling like there's something that we are not seeing. We are having a hard time pinpointing what is holding us back, what is keeping us stuck. And that is backed by the Judgment card. And the Judgment, we could also even say that that is the Resurrection card. Something from our past keeps returning. Something bad from our past keeps returning. And let's see how that plays in to the rest of your reading this week, Pisces. And we start off with this wonderful 3 of Pentacles, which is a group setting, group meetings, coming together as a group of people, followed by the 9 of Swords, stress, sleepless nights, fear, aggravation. Something in a group setting is causing stress, is causing fear, is causing anxiety. I keep getting anxiety, bad situation, anxiety. And there's a lot of feelings and a lot of emotions that go on with that. And so that Queen of Cups is one of the cards that indicates to me a lot going on emotionally, or a lot going on spiritually, almost to the point where we're pulling back, we're pulling away from, in order to process, as we can see she is doing in this card. And perfect. I love that that is followed by the good of the Empress card. And that Empress card is ripe with opportunity, ripe with goodness, ripe with clarity. And why I say ripe, she is depicted as a fertile woman. And as that fertile woman, she is prepared, she is ready to go through the process of giving birth, to go through the process of creating, to go through the process of manifestation. And that's why many times I will just up and up call this my manifestation card. It's being in the state, being in the energy of being able to create. And that is very good. There is a bad situation here in your public life, in your professional life, at work, at school, in your business, but there's a bad situation here. And the wonderful thing about this bad situation here, Pisces, is it is coming to an end. And this situation may have you feeling like we were duped, or that we were misled. But the wonderful thing about this bad situation ending, as this bad situation ends, it's bringing about the good that you've been wanting to create, the good that you've been wanting to manifest. And this has all been part of a learning process for you. You're learning how to develop, or you're developing faith in yourself and in your abilities. You have the gift. You have the ability within yourself to brighten the darkest days. And you do that with your positive outlook on life. You have a unique ability to positively self-talk. And maybe part of you takes that for granted, and part of you thinks that everyone has that ability. But that is not the case. And your ability of that positive self-talk not only has a positive effect on your life, but it also has a positive effect on those lives of the people that surround you. And yes, there's a replacement of the bad with the good here for you, Pisces. There is a replacement. Out with the bad and in with the good is what I just keep getting. Out with the bad and in with the good. And so as our thoughts go, so do our footsteps. And really what that little saying is telling us, and that can even be a mantra if you're considering taking on or trying a mantra, but as our thoughts go, so do our footsteps. And really what that mantra is telling us is what we think is where we go. What we think is what we become. And I see you having lots of positive, thank you, Spirit, messages for the sign of Pisces. And I love that we have this Queen of Swords in your private life, in your personal life, finding clarity. There's been something that you've been a little bit confused about, and I think that that is why we have something from your past that you have been feeling confused about. But the clouds are clearing and you're finding clarity. And again, it's with the bad, you are really going through a transformation of letting go of the negative and letting the positive come in. And that is what this Queen of Swords is about. Followed by the Five of Swords. And in that Five of Swords, we can see, sometimes I'll call this my stormy weather card, because when I see this card, all I see there is the clouds and the stormy weather and the roughness and the rigidness of the waves there. And so it's just like just the stormy weather. But the positive thing about this stormy weather card is we can see someone here that has weathered the storm. And I see you weathering the storm here, followed by the Four of Pentacles, which is, there's so many, is it guardedness? Is it protectiveness? Is it finding balance? Is it having our back left open? Because there's something that we don't see. And we see the swords here. There is a lot of swords in your reading. And these swords in tarot represents air. But I don't think we're looking at the element of air. We're looking at intellect. We're looking at heart, at our minds, and the results of the scene. There's some results here. There's some actions here from the past that you want to see. You want to see some results from a situation from the past. And it's causing you troubling thoughts. It's having a negative or a bad influence on your thought pattern. And it has you putting up your guard on your personal effects, your physical effects, like your finances, your home, your automobile, and you're trying to guard that. You're trying to balance that because of the words or the confusion from a situation in the past. But the wonderful thing about these stormy weathers, the feeling stuck, is that this confusion from the past has you ready to take action or ready to start a new chapter in your personal life. And as you start these new chapters, new opportunities are going to be coming in for you. A new chapter brings in new opportunities. And I see this situation clearing the way for new opportunities to come in for you. You've been holding on to bad feelings or bad thoughts from the past. And you have become very consciously aware that you can break free from those old thought patterns with simple redirection techniques. Personally, and we talked about mantras, but we can also talk about chanting. So for you, I keep getting mantras. I keep getting chanting as a form of redirection of this past issue that, oh, thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Pisces. The past words or contracts or agreements. And so when I see swords, I think of words, I think of contracts, I think of agreements, either written or spoken. I don't know if maybe someone had spoke negative words to you at one time in the past that you are wanting to redirect and leave behind. But again, I see that you're ready to start that new chapter, and that you can see that and you can identify that. And being able to see that and identify that is the first step of starting your next chapter. And that is followed final messages from Spirit, the Seven of Swords. thinking, planning, preparing, new beginnings, fresh starts, again, leaving the old behind. The Queen of Pentacles, the gift of appreciation and the gift of gratitude. And what I like to call this my ultimate gratitude card. If we look closer, we can see that Queen is deeply appreciating the pentacle that she has. And sometimes when I look at that, I can almost see that pentacle growing just from her sheer force of gratitude. Followed by the King of Wands. Trusting ourselves, having faith in ourselves, having faith in the process of becoming. You are becoming keenly aware of your spiritual gifts that you possessed. And I believe that these spiritual gifts were gifted to you from an ancestor, a grandparent, a male figure or a female figure that has the energy of a grandparent or great grandparent. Yes, this gift is a hereditary gift that you have seen that was passed down to you. And remember, Pisces, the only power people have over us is the power that we give them. Have a blessed week.